I'm sure she'll be back here any minute.
Weren't you going to have dinner ready?
Oh crap! I can't believe I forgot! Oh my god, Mom's gonna flip!
Calm down.
God. No reason to be barking.
Calm down. Why don't you finish vacuuming and I'll prepare dinner?
No, it's okay. I can handle it.
You're free to try stopping me, but I will warn you now that you won't succeed.
Alright, just don't make a mess, okay? I have enough to clean up already.
Relax, I'm used to cleaning up after myself. I go to work preparing dinner in the kitchen. I'm still busy cooking by the time Fira finishes vacuuming, so I enlist her help with dicing peppers. She makes short work of them with a diligence that would surely make her mother proud were she here to notice.
So what is it you're making? I've never seen anything like it before.
It's something from back home. Try it.
I don't know. It smells weird.
That wasn't a request.
Yes, ma'am.
Fira sniffs the pot again, uncertainly. What? Fira sniffs the pot again uncertainly before sampling its contents.
Ah, it's spicy. Why didn't you warn me?
I thought you could handle it. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Well, I mean, it's not that spicy. It just caught me by surprise. It tastes good. I would have never thought of mixing garlic with that.
Do you think your mother will like it?
Well, Mom doesn't really like onions, but you can't really taste them, so it should be okay. I didn't know detectives could cook.
Do they teach you that in detective school?
Oh, what?
Not exactly. It's something I learned on the job, you could say.
Mom!
As soon as the front door opens, the nauseating stench of alcohol floods the kitchen. Fira's mother staggers in, clutching the doorframe for support. She pushes past Fira without even acknowledging her, and collapses on the couch in a heap.
Mom? Dinner's ready. And the detective's here to help us find Nori.
Miss Laveau grunts back an unintelligible reply and doesn't move. Fira's shoulders slump and she fetches a blanket from her room and put it over her mother. She looks over to me apologetically.
Sorry, she comes home like that sometimes. You might want to come back tomorrow.
Do you mind if I stay for dinner?
Yeah, get the fuck out! I mean, if you want to.
We sit down at the kitchen table and eat the dinner we prepared together. She sniffles through the meal, clearly unaccustomed to spicy food, but never once complains.
So you found any clues to where Nori might have gone?
I have a pretty clear idea of what happened to her. Where she is now, however, remains to be seen.
Really? Well, don't just leave me in suspense. What happened to her?
Are you sure you want to know? You're not going to like it.
Come on, tell me.
It would appear that your sister has taken away by a demon.
So you really haven't found anything, huh?
You don't believe me.
Come on, how old do you think I am? I'm not gonna fall for that.
Ah, so you don't think demons exist?
If demons are real, then what are they like?
It doesn't matter. You won't believe me if I tell you. And furthermore, you're better off not knowing. If you never come face to face with a demon, then consider yourself quite lucky. Fear scrutinizes me with a mix of curiosity and skepticism.
You're not really a detective, are you?
No.
Then what are you, like a psychic or something?
I assure you, I'm not a hoax. Try again.
Are you an exorcist?
That's not far off the mark. She looks frustrated, but she seems to be getting the picture. Answers are on a need-to-know basis, and there's little she needs to know.
Can I ask you something?
You're just now asking for permission?
Why are you so secretive?
You said you're here to help find Nori, but I thought that was me.
But how am I supposed to trust you when you keep everything to yourself? You haven't even told me your name.
I sigh. The more you know, the more danger you're in. Most people don't believe that things like demons exist. The knowledge of their existence begets curiosity. Demons prey on the naive, curious humans.
That's stupid. Who would go looking for demons? Ah, so you're starting to believe me. Okay, let's just say that demons do exist. Hypothetically speaking, what are they like? You're not going to let this drop, are you? She grins. I nurse an oncoming headache. They're ravenous monsters with a taste for human flesh. Worse still, they can't be killed by conventional means. Wait, back up. You mean they eat people? Yes. Oh my god, is it gonna eat Nori? I don't think Nori is in danger of being eaten. It's everyone else I'm worried about. You're really serious. Is Nori in danger? Demons pose a severe threat to human lives. The sooner I track it down, the fewer people will be hurt. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Fira relaxes a little. So how do you kill a demon? You need a holy weapon. Anything else, they'll regenerate from the blink of an eye. Fira gazes at me in wonder, clinging to my every word. That's so cool! She seems strangely intrigued by the imagery of a creature that could so easily end her life. Can they, talk? Not most breeds. Look, you seem to be getting excited. I'm telling you, don't get curious and start looking for trouble. Then you'll just have to satisfy my curiosity so I don't have to look elsewhere. Yuck. Gah. Is that supposed to be a threat? Teenagers. Listen to me, Fira. Nothing good comes from the intersection of the human and inhuman. This demon is working its way into your life. Where one inhuman walks, more will follow. If you get involved, you're exposing yourself to a whole other world, one that you really don't want to experience. You mean there's more than just demons out there? There are a whole host of inhuman monstrosities that walk this planet. Never trust an inhuman. They'll always have an agenda, and they'll always do whatever it takes to achieve it, no matter who gets hurt in the process. Do you understand? I can practically feel the curiosity radiating from her. She's a bright girl, and she seems to get the picture. Reluctantly, she backs down. Yeah, I hear you. Do I have your word that you won't go seeking the demon? Well, if you take care of it, then that won't be a problem, right? Cheeky little... Don't worry, I'll take care of the demon. Just don't get in my way, understood? I won't. Pinky swear. I stand up from the table to stretch and help Fira rinse the dishes. It has gotten rather late. Is the subway still running? Not at this hour. I see. In that case, could I trouble you for a place to sleep tonight? Fira's eyes light up again. Sure. We've got a couple spare beds, since, I could call a cab, but I have my own reasons for wanting to spend the night here. If I'm lucky, my theory will be substantiated before dawn. If Fira's lucky, it won't. I follow Fira to the room she shares with Nori and climb up into the top bunk. Good night, Fira. Nighty-night. I think that was supposed to be Fira's line. Translucent beads tickle down the nearby window. The gentle hiss of rain returns. The fact of the matter is, he has to die. He wasn't home, so I'll have to make do with a warning. Actually, it's better this way. If revenge is a dish best served cold, then there's no better way. Then there's no better to prepare it than me. That's oddly worded. My body is cold. An extraordinary numbness has robbed me of pain, a pleasure I've only come to appreciate now that I've denied it. My mind is cold. All thoughts unrelated to my goal have frozen. The cessation, all distracting thoughts, has granted me unobstructed clarity. My heart is cold. If not for the fact that I still feel its incessant beating in my chest, I would be convinced that it had stopped functioning. I feel nothing as I consider what I'm about to do, carefully choreographing the scene in its every horrendous detail in my head. I run along the rooftops. The distance between them looks enormous, but it's nothing to me now. My body is a machine built to accomplish a single task. No obstacle as mundane as physical distance can stop me for long. Sometimes I slip and shatter my ankle, but it's all right. I don't feel it when it breaks. I don't feel it when it heals. My machine of a body is too well built to break down. I see his apartment. It's on the 3rd floor.
It's a long jump, but I know I can make it. I instinctively know the correct force and angle to apply to the jump. My body carries me obediently through the night and through his bedroom window. The glass pane erupts into shards of ice as I dive through it, slicing up my body, but it doesn't really matter. Within moments, the cuts disappear. Some of the fragments are now trapped inside my body, but the pain is a measurement my body no longer reports to my mind. He sees me. He screams at the sight of me. I'm not as beautiful as he remembers. I can hear his heartbeat. He's afraid for his life. He should be. His parents are coming. They'll be here in a minute. They'll be too late. He scrambles out of bed and stumbles onto the floor. I advance on him. He reaches for the windowsill, but I grab his arm first. He shrieks at the sight of it. It's different now. It's deadly now. He squirms and cries as my icy grip wrestles the life out of his arm. In an instant, his arm stops flailing because it has been robbed of all heat, turned into an useless stub of an extremity. The stolen heat floods my body, and my heart thaws for the briefest moment, tasting his terror. I stomp on his frozen arm, causing it to splinter loudly. He cries out, not because of the pain he can't feel, but because of the disturbing, inorganic way in which his arm has been destroyed. There is no mess of gore, only shattered remnants. That's not the way humans break. That's like a machine. Their footsteps are getting nearer. He knows what's coming, but he's too afraid to even crawl away. I grab him by the head and slam it against the wooden floor. It takes only a split second for his heat in his brain to evaporate, but his body continues to flail of its own accord. In another few moments, that stops too. When the last drop of heat is stolen away, robbed of its fuel, the machinery of his body grinds to a halt, right down to the last atom. The door opens, but I'm already gone. Holy shit, that's awesome. Can I, save? I know there's an automatic save, but I don't know when it's saved. Looks like the mom's already gone. Oh, nope, there's the mom. You heard of that detective, right? Not exactly what I was expecting. I was hoping you could provide me with some information about your daughter to help me track her down. Well, like I said in the report, I'm sure she'll be back when she's good and ready. Nori's a good girl, always has been. She's never given us any trouble. But ma'am, she's missing. Oh, she does this all the time. Where does she go? Wherever she likes. You mean you don't know? Do you ever ask? Nori's a good girl. A good girl. I give her the breathing room. She's a real angel. I'm sure she's fine. Ma'am, do you have any idea where she might be? She's your daughter. I would think you'd be a little more concerned. I don't know, alright? Asking me the same thing over and over isn't going to change my answer. Well, you're as useless as they come. You're going to help us find Nori, right? Is that all you have to say to me? Where the fuck am I going then? Back to the hotel room? I'm guessing you heard about what happened to that kid? What do you know about it? A friend of mine from med school did the autopsy. She said it looked like he'd been dunked in liquid nitrogen. Said he'd never seen anything like it. A Ronin, just as I thought. Come again? Ronin tribe demons use a bastardized form of Heartbreaker, Heatbreaker. Their aura destroys thermal energy. Were there any other victims? No, and that's what's got the police scratching their heads. The culprit broke in, put the kid on ice, and was gone before the parents knew what hit them. It was a search and destroy hit, but nobody's got dirt on the kid. No one knows who would want him dead. Of course not. They're trying to rationalize the actions of a rabid animal.
Then it sounds like we didn't learn anything new after all.
Don't worry, I learned plenty. Why don't we check in on the Laveaux and see what they know?
We?
Yes, if I'm right, someone may need your help before dawn.
Well, if you insist. I don't have anything to look up.
Jameson?
It's getting late, so I should probably head home before my mom gets worried.
It's a good time. I had a good time. Thanks for bringing me along.
Thanks for coming. We'll have to do it again sometime.
You douchebag. You entire douchebag. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Fancy meeting you here. Small world.
Who's that with you? This is my assistant, Dr. Eigerman. He's helping me look for Nori. Fury gasps and points at Eric. Your coat, is that... Indeed, his lab coat is still covered in scarlet stains from the operation on me the other day. Why didn't this fucker change his coat? It's been a day. Don't worry, it's mine.
Oh, silly me. I completely forgot to bring a spare. I can be kind of scatterbrained, you see. Nothing to worry about. I only stab people when they ask for it.
Oh, that's fucking creepy. Fear turns pale. You'll get used to his poor excuse for humor.
Yeah, you've been hanging out with Jameson, so... I noticed something new.
A tiny silver pendant hanging from around her neck. That's a nice pendant. You weren't wearing it this morning. Oh, this? I just got it.
Ah, there's nothing as sweet as young love. Oft misguided, but sweet nonetheless.
Eric sighed wistfully. We're just friends. You must be very close friends if he bought you jewelry and took you out on a date. It wasn't a date.
What the fuck is happening? Was it your first time?
What?
Going on a date.
Ah, you guys suck. It's not like that. Fear runs away from her glowing face hidden behind her hands.
Eric nudges me in the side. It's hard to believe that even this Snow White Ice Queen used to be a blushing teenager.
That was a long time ago.
How long?
Don't you know it's rude to ask?
Could it be that you have kids of your own? I can hardly see you as the motherly type.
Oh, I think I would slap you for that one. I can't help laughing. It's not something I'm used to doing. I would rather die than have children. They would only slow me down. What about you? Surely there's a little Eric somewhere.
My only children are my works of art. I love them dearly, even if no one else will.
Eric and I can continue making small talk while Jameson and Fira cook dinner together. We decided to wait until after we've eaten to bring up what happened last night. Once we do, though...
Oh my god. This can't be real.
Did you know him?
It was Roy. We were friends.
Oh, shit. Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. Fira joins him in sobbing. I need everyone to listen closely. There is a strong likelihood that someone will be attacked tonight. Time is running out. This is a matter of life and death. I have reason to believe that tonight's target will be... Oh shit, I gotta make a choice here? Let's see, she attacked Roy.
What, me? But why?
You should stay here for the night. It's not safe. Call your parents and tell them to stay somewhere else for the night. Jameson nods, and after a few moments manages to compose himself to do just that. Jameson, what's your address?
Huh? Why? Why do you need it?
I'm going to find the demon that killed your friend, and I'm going to kill it before it hurts anyone else. He writes down his address. Will you be okay fighting it alone? It's harder to kill me than it is to kill a demon. Anyone else there will just get in the way. You and Jameson should stay here. Don't get involved. I'll have this cleaned up before the night ends. And then you'll find Nori, right? Right.